Hi everyone, today I'm walking you through my perfect day at Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is an awesome park, one of the best I've been to, with so much to see and do. Loads of cool animals, brilliant shows like the Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo, and my personal favourite Zootopia Better Zoogether. And although it doesn't have as many rides as most parks, the ones it does have are among the best rides I've ever done. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. From breakfast with Mickey to riding on the back of a Banshee. Watch till the end to see how we like to finish a perfect day at Animal Kingdom. And if you want to see what my perfect day looks like at other parks, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. Now let's go. To start the perfect day, we headed to Tusker House for breakfast. This is right in the heart of the Africa area of the park. It's easily one of my favourite character meals because you get to meet Mickey, Goofy, Donald and the gang in their safari outfits. The food was awesome, they even had Simba waffles. What I love most is that it feels so much more relaxed than some of the other ones we've done. Mickey and everyone came right to our table for photos and high fives, and every so often the music got louder and everyone stops for a dance party. It's such a fun way to start the morning. With breakfast finished, we headed to see some animals. We walked over to Kilimanjaro Safaris to do this early. The queues can get really long, so it's definitely best to do the safari as soon as you can. Because it's still early, the animals are much more active before it gets too hot. We were so lucky we saw the rhinos wandering around, and even blocking us for a while. There were giraffes right next to our truck and the lions were awake and moving. My favourites though were definitely the elephants and the mandrills, because they remind me of Mandrill Mayhem at Chessington. It's such a great experience and every ride is different because you never know what the animals will be doing. We hopped off our safari truck and headed into the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, which is right by the Kilimanjaro Safari exit. It's a great walkthrough where you see various animals, but my favourite part is obviously seeing the gorillas. They are so impressive to watch up close, especially the big silverbacks. This is also where we started our Wilderness Explorer sticker collecting. This is a fun and free activity where you get a book and collect stickers around the park, whilst learning about different things from cast members. With the Gorilla Trail complete, we headed to the Festival of the Lion King, stopping on the way to watch the Harambe Village street band that were playing. The Festival of the Lion King is amazing. It's not like the movie, it's like a huge circus party. There are giant floats, singers, and my absolute favourite part, the tumble monkeys. They are so funny and do some of the coolest gymnastics I've ever seen. The whole theatre is split into 4 sections: warthog, elephant, giraffe and lion, and everyone has to make their animal noise to help out with the show. It's loud and colourful, and it's definitely one of my favourite shows at Disney World. After that, we got some snacks and made our way over to Asia to take on Expedition Everest. This isn't your average roller coaster. You board a T-train and head straight up into the Forbidden Mountain. But things go wrong pretty quickly when you find the tracks have been torn up by the Yeti. I love it when you suddenly start speeding backward into the dark. It's so cool. The best part though is definitely the huge drop after meeting the Yeti in the cave. It's so fast. I was looking forward to doing this ride so much and it didn't disappoint. It was so good we went straight back on and rode it again. Check out my top 20 rides ever video to see where this ranks among my favourite rides. With Everest conquered, we stopped for a Yeti ice cream to cool down. Unfortunately, Kali River Rapids was closed, so we left Asia and made our way to Discovery Island. Once we arrived at Discovery Island, we headed inside the roots of the Tree of Life for the brand new show Zootopia Better Zoogether. This show replaced It's Tough to Be a Bug, and I think it's brilliant, my favourite show at Animal Kingdom. It's a 4D show, which means the seats move, things happen in the theatre, and you even get sprayed with a little bit of water. The animatronics they use in the show are absolutely incredible. They look just like the movie. This was so much fun, we were laughing loads, and if you're a fan of Zootopia, you are going to love this. After the show, we left Discovery Island and stepped into another world. Pandora, the world of Avatar. Even if you haven't seen the movies, this land is mind-blowing with its giant floating mountains and alien plants everywhere. We started with the Navi River journey. This is a slow boat ride through a glowing rainforest. It's very calm and relaxing, and the Shaman of Song's animatronic at the end is one of the most realistic things I've ever seen. Then it was time for another ride I was so excited about, Avatar Flight of Passage. This is easily one of the most high-tech rides in the world. You're linked to a Banshee and get to fly over the oceans and through the caves of Pandora. The 4D effects are incredible. You can smell the forest and even feel the Banshee breathing between your legs. It was so mind-blowing that we just had to go straight back around and ride it a second time. You really can't visit Animal Kingdom without doing this. After our flight over Pandora, we headed back to Earth for one last mission. We raced over to Dinoland USA to ride Dinosaur for the last time. This ride is cool. You jump into a time rover and race back 65 million years to rescue an iguanodon before a giant meteor hits. It is very bumpy, very dark, and quite scary when the Carnotaurus starts chasing you in the dark. But I always loved how intense this ride is. It's a shame to see this ride go, but I'm excited for the new Tropical America's Land and seeing how the new Encanto and Indiana Jones rides will fit into a perfect theme park day. With our time-travelling mission complete and the animals getting ready for bed, we headed to the Rainforest Cafe for dinner to finish off our day. I love eating here because it feels like you're still in the park. The food is great, there are animatronic animals everywhere, and every so often a massive thunderstorm happens right inside the restaurant. It's such a fun way to end the day and talk about everything you've done. That was my perfect day at Disney's Animal Kingdom. From breakfast with Mickey and conquering Everest to flying on a Banshee, it was absolutely awesome. But now I want to hear from you. What does your perfect day at Animal Kingdom look like? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this walkthrough, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss our next perfect day adventure. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.